It's an exciting time to be a part of the Gears community, even though when one door closes, another one opens. And what I'm getting at here, guys, is obviously with the Gears esports scene that being announced that it's going to be shutting down, at least for the foreseeable future. And obviously the coalition is not necessarily actively working on new things for Gears 5. They're moving on to other things. There are still, to be said, a lot of exciting things happening behind the scenes with Gears of War. Even though there's not anything that's been officially confirmed yet, there's a lot of rumbling, speculation, and excitement that is coming. And that's part of the reason, guys, why I'm bringing back Major. Obviously, Major Militia has been a massive passion of mine over the years as being not only a content team, but something that, I feel I was really a part of from the very beginning. When Major Militia started back in September 24th of 2014, Sway started the team, and then he recruited me as a co-leader on the team on October 1st of 2014, and together we were able to build that team up to around 10,000 subscribers. Obviously, mistakes were made along the journey, but part of the reason why I'm bringing back Major after all of these years is because not only the brand that we had started, and I want to continue that into the future. But I feel like it was a staple for certain, levels of content when it came to Call of Duty, and now we're going to be bringing that into Gears of War in that universe, which I'm incredibly excited about. But with that being said, with Gears of War, some of the things that are coming out, it's the perfect time, I felt, with a lot of things at all-time lows with Gears of War. How can we push the bar to bring us back and make Gears of War a sustainable game that we all love and appreciate for the long foreseeable future, like we have in games like Call of Duty and games of that nature? So let's talk, guys, about one of the big things people are talking about. The Gears of War collection is being something that's being talked about a lot right now. A Master Chief Collection-esque type of ordeal happening just in the Gears of War universe. Though that being said, let's talk about it, guys. This is going to be coming to us from an article from GameSpot, and Eddie Makic, who went ahead, guys, and states Gears of War getting the MCC style collection, which is a report, guys. So Microsoft is developing a Halo the Master Chief Collection style compilation package themed around Gears of War, according to a new report. Nick Baker of Xbox Era revealed this on a podcast recently. A while back, I said there's another Microsoft franchise that's getting the Master Chief Collection type treatment. I am of the belief that that is coming this year, Baker said, adding that this will be Gears of War. The package contains all mainline Halo titles, obviously, guys, that we're talking about the MCC here, including remastered versions of Halo Combat Evolved and Halo 2, full multiplayer support, Forge Theater, and more. The game is available on Xbox Game Pass for all subscribers. It remains to be seen what a Gears of War theme package might include, but presumably it would feature the main Gears of War series titles. A remastered version of the original Gears of War was released in 2015. Though whether or not any additional titles would be remastered remains to be seen. The latest entry in the series was 2019's Gears 5. A source told VGC that Gears of War developer The Coalition is in the early stages of the next Gears of War game, but whether or not it's Gears of War 6 or something else remains unknown. The Coalition is making at least 2 new games right now, but they have not been announced. One is not a Star Wars game, though. Intriguingly, Gears 6 was among the titles featured in the big NVIDIA leak, and many of the titles mentioned in the leak have since proven to be real. Also, Microsoft did not buy the Gears of War series from Epic to stop making Gears of War, so of course more games are coming. And so I'm going to, jump in here, guys. I think that this is obviously Microsoft purchasing, the rights and such to Gears of War. Obviously, they're not going to stop just making Gears of War titles. They're probably just kind of going back to the drawing board, figuring out what they did right, wrong, and what they can do better moving forward with the Coalition. This really reminds me a lot, guys, of what happened when Bungie moved on from Halo and the reins were taken up by 343 Industries. If we remember this, 343, when their first title in the Halo universe was really Halo 5. And Halo 5, guys, had a lot of backlash. There was tons of stuff that they were saying needed to be, there were things that needed to be fixed, and there was a lot of issues, behind the scenes, and it was very clear. And you could say, a lot of people have said that Halo 5 was really the dark ages of Halo. And, you know, on the flip side of that, we look at Gears of War, and I look at, obviously, Epic Games were the ones who, you know, created the first titles in Gears of War's history, and those were incredible, iconic for the most part. Judgment Day, you know, wasn't, in my mind, you know, something that, obviously I felt like that was more the dark ages of Gears was when we got to Judgment Day. But that being said, you get the Coalition and something similar to what was going on with, you know, with Halo. With 343, they get the game. They get Gears of War 4, which comes out, and Gears of War 4 I thought was really good, but a lot of people thought that there could have been things that they could have, you know, done better. Gears 5 comes out, and that had definitely some more backlash to it. But what I'm getting at here is it's taken a couple of games, really, it's felt like, for 343 Industries to get it right. We get to Halo Infinite, and there you go. Halo Infinite seems to be, they're off to the races. Obviously, there's issues behind the scenes still with that, as there are with any AAA title, but Halo is back 100% in my personal opinion. I feel like now with Gears 6, if you are given the proper amount of time, a Gears of War collection, I think that, you know, the Coalition is going to get it right. And that's what, you know, kind of the moral of this is. I think that it just may take a couple of games sometimes, especially when you're taking an iconic franchise and it's going from, you know, one set of hands to another set of hands. It's a difficult task to really live up to that hype and to what, you know, the game has become as a whole, and how, you know, all of the, you know, everything that goes behind the scenes, guys, is something that the Coalition, I feel, they've done a pretty good job of, even though there have been certainly issues along the way. I don't put it all on the Coalition, I put it on the Gears community as well, but that's a conversation for another day. But with that being said, with Starfield and Redfall delayed to 2023, Microsoft does not have much in terms of first-party exclusives set for 2022. So a Gears of War collection could fill the gap if it is indeed real. If the Gears of War collection is indeed real, one possible forum for its announcement could be the Xbox and Bethesda Summer Showcase in June. And I agree with that 100%. I think that not even so much that it could be, you know, a bridge for other Microsoft titles, that being like Starfield and Redfall, but I think it could be a bridge to Gears 6. So if we got Gears of War's collection, let's say here in 2022 or 2023, and then Gears 6 comes out in 2024 or 2025, this will be that bridge between Gears 5 to Gears 6 and Gears of War's collection. I think it could be something really special. I just don't want the Gears of War collection to come out and then we don't get a Gears 6 for a number of years, like a long withstanding, you know, amount of time, because the community is, you know, fine with living in the past or being reminiscent of the past, which is totally fine, guys. But if we don't get the future of Gears, that being Gears 6, I think we're going to be in, or there's going to be problems along the way. And I think that the Coalition may move on to other games if you know, totally new IPs is what I'm getting at. Gears 6 needs to happen, guys, and we have got to echo that into existence. But the Gears of War collection, I'm totally down for it, guys. I think it could be a great bridge to Gears 6. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think about the Gears of War collection? Are you excited about it? When do you think it's going to come out? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Gears of War collection content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.